But he continues to just spout this nonsense over and over again. Like, give it up, dude. The Liver King. He's back in the news again. Seems like he's clinging on to his dying relevancy with all his might. Every ounce of his $10,000 per month steroid pumped muscles are grasped around this fading attention. But the sad truth is no one really cares anymore. He had a strange Netflix documentary where he continued to promote this ancestral nonsense. People found it entertaining, but then moved on the next day. He's continuing to push the boundaries to keep getting attention, and now he's clearly lost it, and he's clearly crossed the line.
Fitness influencer and fraudster Brian Johnson, known on social media as Liver King, arrested Tuesday after threatening Joe Rogan.
Your rules, whatever you want me to weigh, I'll weigh it.
You, Joe Rogan.
The 47-year-old seen here with weapons and later surrendering to authorities in a tactical vest outside of the Four Seasons Hotel in Austin, Rogan's home city. Johnson's wife and 2 sons gathering for a private chat right before police escorted him away in cuffs.
Don't stop recording.
Nothing was actually done wrong. Going to jail, cops are coming. And I say, I'm gonna run. Just gonna make it, you guys, it's okay.
Why has he still got a plate of liver or intestine or whatever that is? Even as the police are coming to his door, he's still trying to promote this bullshit. Liver is very good for you, don't get me wrong. And if you train and eat liver, you could get jacked. But that jacked, steroids, nothing to do with liver. And it's like he still can't quite give up this lie, even though he's been exposed multiple times. It's like this Liver King character he's playing is now his identity, and he can't separate the real man behind it and the character. Which is kind of sad, to be honest. Especially for his family, you can still see them there as the police are coming to his door. It must be pretty tough for them.
King is now facing 1 misdemeanor charge of making a terroristic threat. He traveled to the Texas Capitol, apparently to confront Rogan, warning the comedian in a series of bizarre Instagram videos.
Or anything and everything. Because Joe Rogan, we don't have to make videos to pretend anymore. All of this is happening. We're coming to you. I've challenged you man to man to a fight. Just pulling up. I haven't slept. I've been waiting to get here. Now we're here. Guess what? You're dead, bitch.
Alright, so clearly steroids and liver aren't the only things he'd be pumping into his bloodstream. As you can see that little crawl there on the rocks. What the fuck was that? He's clearly on something and he's losing the plot.
I have my family to fight for. And then I'll die for them. You know that. You've never come across something like this, willing to die, hoping that you'll choke me out. I pray to God, because that's a dream come true. It feels good.
You're not fighting for your family though, are you? If you really had their best interests at heart, you'd give up this desperate act. This is a shattered ego trying to cling onto its identity, and a drug addict, to be honest. Your identity's ruined. You went on multiple podcasts telling people that you weren't on steroids and you lived by these ancestral traits which got you that jacked. Then you got caught pumping $10,000 worth of steroids per month into your bloodstream. This is after you released your ancestral supplement program, which apparently that generated about 100 million in revenue. And you wouldn't have generated that revenue if you admitted from the start you were on steroids. So it's basically fraud, to be honest. And now he's in a mess because his business and reputation have fallen apart. But that's what happens when you build an empire on lying. And he's taking that out on Joe Rogan.
So why the beef? Well, it's possible Johnson was retaliating against the podcaster for comments he made on the Joe Rogan Experience more than 2 years ago.
There's no way you can look like that in your 40s. That jacked. I mean, he's preposterously jacked. We're talking about the Liver King, by the way, ladies and gentlemen. Yep. He was front row at one of my shows in Vegas.
Oh, damn.
At the MGM. Yeah, and then I saw him again at the Canelo fight. He was trying really hard to get on the podcast.
I mean, that's probably why he's pissed at Rogan, but truth hurts sometimes. I remember when the Liver King went viral, he did go around on all these podcasts to promote this stuff and promote his character. So it's definitely believable that he was trying hard to get on Joe Rogan's podcast as well. And clearly Rogan saw through this nonsense from the start and didn't want to platform it. And now it's all falling apart. Maybe Liver King's blaming Joe Rogan in his head. Rogan probably just thinks he's a tit, to be honest.
He was telling people that the way he gets that way is by sunning his balls. He literally lays down with his staring at the sun and eats raw liver and just lifts like a maniac.
His diet: liver, eggs, maple syrup, and testes.
You eat balls.
Lots of balls.
You ever ate a penis?
Lots of penises.
Just nonsense. It was so obvious from the start. I don't even know who believed this.
Leaked emails revealed that he was spending over $10,000 a month on performance-enhancing drugs.
I'm making this video to apologize. Because I up. Because I lied.
You ran a con game and you got busted.
Yeah.
And it's unfortunate that you feel terrible. I'm sorry you feel bad, because that's just what happens when you get caught lying.
His stunning downfall documented in the 2025 Netflix film Untold: The Liver King.
I asked you on my podcast, you did steroids and you lied to my face.
The feeling of helplessness and completely lost. Why won't anybody say anything?
Untold Truth movie. You're a liar.
Listen, it's always uncomfortable to see someone suffering, especially when they've clearly got a drug problem. But so much of this was brought upon himself. He told lie after lie after lie, cashing in on these lies, so it's hard to have a lot of sympathy. And since he's been exposed, he had multiple chances to walk away or rebuild a more honest brand, but he continues to just spout this nonsense over and over again. Like, give it up, dude. So he's clearly a serial liar, and he's just unwell as well, to be honest. I hope he finds peace, but my God, I hope we never have to hear from him again.